take it out of the extra money account. We're both from New York, right? So we moved to L.A., which of course put a lot more strain on our already strained marriage. You know why? Because the women here are gorgeous. And they're everywhere. Especially the ones that wear the really tight jeans. That's sexy enough, right? On top of that, they unbutton their pants and pull them down a little bit. Right? My wife sees me looking. She's like, I don't know what the big deal is. I do the same thing. I said, yeah, you do, honey, but when these girls do it, they do it to be sexy, okay? When you unbutton your pants, you do it because you can't breathe. I never liked my wife. Never liked her. You know how long we've been together, my wife and I? An eternity. That's all I've been together. I can't even put a number on it. You know what's scary? I swear, we've been together so long that we can actually argue and have a conversation at the same time. I mean, is that sick? The other day I'm looking at it going, what do you mean you didn't pay the car bill? It's every month on the 19th for 2 years, every month. How did you forget? I'm going to make some coffee. You want some? And she's right along with it, you know? I'm human. What's the big deal? I forgot, so we'll just pay it next month. Do we have French vanilla? Never liked her. You know what else? She loves IKEA. I don't get it. She's dragging my ass around there one day. I couldn't take it. It's packed. I got a headache. I said, listen, honey, you know what? I got to go to the bathroom. Do you ever go to the bathroom at IKEA? I walked into the stall. I shut the door. You know what I see? There's a piece of paper on the wall. You know what it says? Step 1, take toilet seat out of box. Can't stand that place. Never liked my wife. You know, listen, I was going to say this, but I'm going to do this anyway because this is how wacky she is. She's in New York right now, right? Which is great. When I'm at Starbucks, she's yelling at me. I'm having my cup of coffee. Finally, I said, I can't take this anymore. I shut off my phone. I finished my coffee, read my newspaper, get home about an hour and a half later. You know what she did? Does this ever happen to you? She actually yelled at me on my answering machine at home. How does somebody do that? You know, I check the messages. Beep, you have 3 messages. Message 1, Sunday, 2 p.m. Let me tell you something, you son of a bitch. I am sick and tired of your procrastination. I am sick of you not doing anything. And I'm sick and tired of you watching your damn ball games all day. You hear me? You know what? You're like the frog in the boiling pot of water. You just sit there until you boil to death. Beep. Message 2, Sunday, 2:02 p.m. And another thing. You got a lot of nerve telling me I put you down? I put you down? Who tells everyone how wonderful you are? Who tells everyone how great you are? You've got a lot of nerve. Now get off your fat, lazy ass and do something, you loser! And the third message, that's the best. That's my favorite because there's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel, right? Beep. Message 3, 2:04 p.m. I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean all those things I said to you. I just, you know I love you, and I know we can work this stuff out. I know it just made me so upset when you said that to me, how I put you down, and I don't do that. And it just makes me pissed off because you're murdering me inside when you say that to me. You're a murderer! You're a murderer! You know what's even wackier than that, though? When I listen to the messages, I actually argue back. I mean, there's nobody there. Murderer? I'm no murderer! You're nuts! You're out of your mind! Hey, kitty. Oh, Daddy's okay, kitty. Yelling at a machine. I hate the show. I hate Donald Trump. You ever watch the show The Apprentice? Right? Right now they have these Celebrity Apprentice, but the original one, just The Apprentice, where you have people compete to work for him. But I hate it because he's a billionaire, and the types of prizes he would give away, right, to the contestants. There's game shows giving away $1 million. What does billionaire Donald Trump give away? Team number 1, you just defeated team number 2 in the competition. You get the prize. And you know what that prize is? I'm going to let you all come up to my apartment on Fifth Avenue and look around. If you're lucky, I might even let you look at a nice photograph of my lovely wife, Melania. My mother, though, my mother's one of these women, though, she has a drink, right? And she doesn't want people to think that she's drinking. She's always like, hey, Maya, want something to drink? Nah, I don't know. No, I don't think so. You know, maybe little something. Just give me, triple bourbon straight up on the side. And she's the nicest woman in the world, but man, she has a couple of drinks, and all of a sudden she's looking at me going, honey, what if I told you that your father really wasn't your father? No, really. That was so funny. Now my father, he's the one, he really drank. He drank all the time. I mean, my father, he wouldn't only drink and drive, he would drink while he drove. Right? I mean, he would actually make himself a big tumbler, gin and tonic. Right? And this is before we had cup holders, so we just put it in between the seats, right? And of course, every time we slam on the brakes, he's like, oh, Jesus, right, almost lost it. Of course, I go flying into the dashboard, boom! Oh, Jesus Christ. And he's really sympathetic about it. He's like, what the hell's the matter with you? Right, oh, you're bleeding, Jesus! Put this ice on there. What's the matter with you? Like, it's my fault. My father would call me these names all the time, you know, when I was a kid, like stupid shit, numb nuts, pissant. But the worst thing he ever called me, I swear to God, he looked me right in my eye one time. He said, you know what you remind me of, Bob? You remind me of a bag of assholes. I'm 11. And you think I'd be crushed, right? But actually I looked at him and went, geez, Dad, that is a good one. I can't wait to use that at recess tomorrow. So both my parents alcoholics, right? What does that make me? A bartender. That's my time, folks. Thank you very much.